Mexico I was dreaming of. It doesn't look like how I thought it would. But sometimes when you dream things, it doesn't turn out how you wanted it to, or how you thought it would, but it's even better. So far, Mexico City is not at all what I expected it to be. As one of the largest metropolises in the world, I expected an atmosphere that came with most megacities. Crowded, rushed, and different. This isn't what we arrived to. The city had room to breathe. Locals greeted us warmly, and they felt connected to each other in community. We saw only a small fraction, but where we went we were safe, but still able to feel truth in the city. We wandered the streets in search of what we had come for, tacos, and we found them. This place was magic, the stuff of food dreams, where flavor is born of alchemy. These men were artists, and their tacos were art. Crafted from years of experience and tradition, these guys knew what they were doing.
Lengua, cabeza, tacos are so good. I have chills.
It was mostly the tacos that brought us to Mexico, but we weren't leaving without a few churros either. We were directed to the best place in town and weren't disappointed. How could you be by warm, fried, sugar-coated dough? They were small pieces of perfection.
What's this place called?
Chiquitito. Looking forward to getting out in the mountains, out of all this heat and craziness. See a little bit of desert. And get out of the city we did. It felt like our journey had finally begun. The feeling of the unknown open highway is what inspired Natalie and I to hop on a motorcycle. Get out there and see what we could find. It's the small towns that make up most of this world, and these are the ones we wanted to experience, without a tourist in sight. People are so nice here. We've had so many great conversations.
I just love the colors of Mexico.
Vibrant, soulful, welcoming, Mexico was drawing us in.
I mean, I was just saying, like, I'm kind of curious about the meat got formed in this particular way. How do you get a meat form like that?
So I believe we found the Mexico we came looking for.
I'm so happy. That's where the gods were born. The Cortito gods. Here we are, Ruta de Sabor, Route of Flavor. That's the main reason I'm excited to be in Mexico. Flavor trumps all for me. It's a love language, and the people of Mexico definitely have it down. They're singing to our hearts, and we have found ourselves here in a family home in the middle of the mountains.
It was up in the mountains that we began to feel the real heart of Mexico. A new world opened up and embraced us. When traveling, there will be places that called you more strongly than others. It was Pino de Amoles, a small town nestled in the Sierra Gorda mountain range, that spoke to us.
So we pull into this beautiful town in Pino de Amoles. Bought the shop, this coffee shop, Cafe Coco, trying to pay him, and he had his friend deliver me a latte. So you could say I feel pretty welcomed and satisfied. Yeah, latte is the best. Spicy food. Just trying to make friends. My bad Spanish. People are still nice. Traveling, the best way to feel part of the culture and the local, just feeling family is a Sunday market. There's nothing better. The smells, the colors, families coming together, eating together, holding hands, smiling, celebrating. You can see what the local food is all about, what's growing here.
Every time I'm in a market, I think of someone I feel like brought me a long way in my travels, made me think about the world differently. The much missed Anthony Bourdain. He always said, if you want to get to the heart of a city, go straight to the market. And that's been my experience. Every time I go to the market, I feel the vibrant heart and soul of the city. The town seems stuck in time, moving slowly and humbly aware of its own beauty. The locals invited us to join, and we happily obliged. Although outsiders, walking the cobbled streets, we felt connected to what rang true in Mexico's rural mountain communities. Natalie and I left our days open, not knowing where we might stay that night or go tomorrow. We found that locals know best and learned to listen to what makes their homes special to them. We knew we'd be in the Sierra Gordas for only a few days. We were told this was more than many Mexicans. Few natives had the opportunity to make it to this spectacular part of their own country. This was an anomaly in the middle of the desert. Lush mountainous forest with tiny towns perched looking over its ranges. Our path took an unforeseen turn and was guided to one of its treasures, hidden below the peaks.
This is Puente de Dios. Puente de Dios.
Bridge with the gods.
So far, there is a bridge, but it doesn't look very godly. Do it!
Careful.
And here we are walking through the forests, dare I say jungles of Mexico, forging rivers for elote.
Where are we even? Is this real? We had no idea we'd find ourselves enchanted in a forest when we woke up that morning. It was unexpected, striking beauty. Layers of dense greens carved through by gentle, strong waters. It was only a 2-hour drive from the heat of the Mexican desert, and we felt like we were on another plane entirely. I thought we had gotten some serious riding in our first half of the trip, but it wasn't until we started the 2-day trek back to Mexico City that we experienced what this country's roads really had to offer. We flew through the mountains, transitioning from wet, rainy forests slowly into vast ranges of the desert. Riding through the crevices and canyons into the openness of central Mexico, it felt dreamy and surreal.
been some otherworldly riding. I felt like I've been in at least 2 different countries today. We started out up in the mountains of Sierra Gordas, Pino de Amoles, and it was cold, it was rainy, it was in the 50s, and it was absolutely freezing. We put all of our clothes on at once just to stay warm. Then within an hour and a half, we were riding through the desert, just exactly how I pictured Mexico would be. Desolate, cactuses, arid, hot, and the riding today has been exactly what I wanted from this trip. It's been incredible. And now we are on the side of the road. This is beautiful.
It's the feeling of taking a turn around a bend with the wind on your face, nothing but the open air and world in front of you, and being met by a sight you never knew you'd see and will never forget that drives us. Being a traveler is to let the experience guide you. It's letting go and having the world meet you where you stand, whether it be in the streets of Vietnam, the canals of Amsterdam, or the hills of Querétaro. If you let it, this life will find you, and the journey will write itself on its own terms. For better or worse, it will be an authenticity. Natalie and I were letting our story play out, listening to the voices of the locals and our own intuition to guide us onward and eventually back home. It is only in returning that you can see how far you may have gone and what has changed in yourself.
It's been a beautiful experience. We've met the nicest people. You know, everyone had so much fear about us coming to Mexico. People say it's the most dangerous place you can go, or you know, every single person said, you know, is it safe? Aren't you scared? I've felt so safe the entire time I've been here. One of the safest places I felt I traveled to. There's such a kindness. There's no judgment. We stick out like sore thumbs, but no one seems to. Everyone welcomes us. It's been an incredible experience.
This is the Mexico that I want to remember forever. It's a lot cozier than I thought it was going to be.